Greetings, welcome to TheQueenElle LLC. This is TheQueenElle. Thank you so much for joining me today. To all of my new subscribers, welcome. As the title states, this is another video regarding planetary transits. So with this video, we have Mercury entering Pisces, and that takes place on March 2nd. It actually is a short-lived transit because Mercury moves so quickly around the sun. So this transit will take place from March 2nd through March 18th, as on March 19th, Mercury moves into Aries. Then we have on March 3rd, Saturn, which is currently in Aquarius, semi-sextile Pluto, which is in Capricorn on March 3rd. Now, just to give you a bit of a teaser, we have some upcoming transits. Saturn moves into Pisces on March 7th until 2026. And then Pluto moves into the age of Aquarius, which is a huge transformation for all of us. And that takes place on March 23rd, all the way until 2044. So I'm going to do a whole video just on that particular transit because it's such a big deal and such a transformational change for all of us. So in the meantime, let's talk about these transits. So if this type of content is interesting to you, then stick around. So let's talk about Mercury in Pisces. So like I said, Mercury is moving into Pisces March 2nd through March 18th. So what does that mean? Mercury is all about our communication. With Mercury moving into Pisces, Pisces is a water sign. It's a very intuitive sign. So that means that with regard to your communication, that this is the best time ever to manifest what you desire. Dreams abound. It's all about opening up that throat chakra. It's all about speaking what you want and setting those intentions. You know, we usually wait, if you follow any of my lunar cycle videos, we usually wait until the new moon to set our intentions for the upcoming moon phase. However, with regard to this Mercury and Pisces transit, this is the time, you know, presently to take advantage of that flowing communication. Whatever you say, make sure that you're clear, make sure that you're sure of what your intent is and that you affirm it and claim what you desire. Now, like I said, intentions will manifest, and this is the time to do it. So we do have shadow periods as planets are entering into a specific zodiac sign or a constellation, as it will look up in the solar system. So that would mean that with this transit taking place March 2nd, that the few days, I would say around February 27th, 28th, that energy will start to be felt as we move into the actual transit taking place on March 2nd. Then, piggybacking off of that, we have, like I said, March 3rd, Saturn in Aquarius, semi-sextile Pluto in Capricorn. Now, if you have not checked out my planetary aspects video, I will link it above. And if you need a refresher, absolutely check it out to find out what semi-sextile means. So we have, as I said in that video, we have 5 main planetary aspects, and that's just the way that the planets are interacting with each other in the solar system. Now, not directly interacting, but the way that their transits are passing each other as they're moving on their own orbits. So semi-sextile is actually considered a minor aspect, but the energy still exists. So what does that mean? Saturn is all about innovation. It's all about technology, all about our career, all about professional opportunities. And with Saturn moving into Pisces on March 7th, then that will be more free-flowing. So this will be a bit more determined, a bit more steadfast, leading up to March 7th. And there will be a video coming up with regard to that transit. But for this specific transit of Saturn interacting directly with Pluto, let's just keep talking about what that means for us. So Pluto is all about rebirth, regeneration, also death, but really death to a way of thinking, a way of being, a way of existing, and moving to the next chapter of your life, the next era of your life. Now, with Pluto moving into Aquarius on March 23rd, Pluto has been in the age of Capricorn since 2008. So that's a major shift since 2008, leading where we had our financial recession, moving all the way to now 2023 and moving into the age of Aquarius. So that's going to be a major shift for us. But leading up to it, let me move my notes but just know that this specific interaction, this semi-sextile energy between Saturn and Pluto, that semi-sextile, again, it can be a constructive collaboration. So sextile is very constructive. Semi-sextile, that puts the planets a bit closer together, and sometimes that can be a clash because they're not directly connected with each other typically. But this semi-sextile means that as long as we use it in the right way, then we can make that energy work to our benefit. So with Saturn having to do with our purpose, your purpose is dependent on opening up your throat chakra and keeping it aligned, okay? Especially with this Mercury energy as well at the exact same time. Then you also must advocate for yourself. So that's just another thing, is into stepping into your purpose, into making sure that you're in alignment, that things in your life are in alignment. So first, that Mercury transit, you need to know that it's all about open communication. It's all about speaking up for yourself. It's all about manifesting your desires, especially entering into that Pisces energy. And then also keep in mind that that Saturn transit semi-sextile with Pluto is all about your purpose aligning with the next level of your life, right? Because that would be the natural progression that we would seek in our lives, is to elevate. We're hoping that we're growing and we're moving in the right direction. And Spirit is telling me to tell you, whoever you are, if you're seeing this video, this message is for you. That means that this is your confirmation. You are moving in the right direction. So keep up the good work, okay? So I'm going to pull a few cards just to add a little more to this. Let's see. Spirit guides, please speak to me through these cards. What message do we have? So Spirit guides, what message do you have for us with regard to this Saturn semi-sextile Pluto energy and this Mercury and Pisces energy? We have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, and it is upright, which is wonderful. Nine of Cups is being a boss of your emotions. It's having a lot of passion, but being on top of it and managing it well. So again, it's another confirmation to keep up the good work. Now we have the Tower card in reverse. So the Tower is all about breaking things down. Literally, it's all about tearing down walls, old constructs, and so that you can start fresh. And when it's in reverse, it means that you're well on your way, but there's a bit more work to be done in order to fully break through. So I'm not sure if that's about, let's see, manifesting, speaking up for yourself. When I said that it's important to make sure that your throat chakra is aligned, what do we do? What does that look like? How do we align our throat chakra? Well, you have to speak up for yourself. And I know that in some cases it's easier said than done. A lot of times it's easier to just fall back. It's easier to just, you know, let people like, do you boo, like you got it, to keep the peace. But don't, you know, let anybody take you for a pump. Don't let anybody think that they can just walk all over you. You know, it's like, I literally was saying this the other day, like, don't take my kindness for weakness. You know, so that's the energy that this is given. Okay. Okay, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So Two of Wands, it's all about starting fresh. It's all about a journey. It's all about a decision to be made about the next steps. And this is saying that there's something going on with regard to the plans that you have set in place, and making sure that you're making the right decision. And if that's why you stumbled upon my video, or you purposed it in your heart to get a spiritual message today, the spirit guides are using me as a vessel, and I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful for that. And I'm here to tell you that just keep up the good work. Keep up the work that you're doing, the hard work, the countless hours that you're putting into manifesting what you desire. Because like I said, as we're entering into the age of Aquarius, as Saturn is making their transit coming up, those changes later this month that will be ongoing for years to come, that's the next level of your life. What you're doing right now is setting the stage for that next level. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to, I wanted to pull some cards from my oracle decks. If you haven't checked out my unboxing videos, I'm going to link them above. I have my Metaphysical Cannabis oracle deck, so I'm going to pull a card from here. I've already done some shuffling, so let's see. Okay. What message do you have for us today through these cards, spirit guides? Bliss. And what does it say at the bottom? Trust. Not sure if you can see that. Trust. Trust your intuition. Trust your heart. Trust your gut. I'm telling you, just trust. You are on the right path. Okay. Let's pull one of my other cards. So this is from my African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. I'm linking the unboxing video for this one above. Okay. Cards are kind of sticky. I'm going to have to, it's a new deck for me. I'm going to have to kind of work with these a bit more to loosen up the energy. Okay, this is Jumbie, and this is Masks. Okay, you see that? Now, the importance here with regard to masks is that means that we're keeping some things under wraps. And I tell you what, when you're making plans, when you have a game plan, when you have goals set, it is important to not put them on display for everyone, because it's just not everyone's business, first of all. Second of all, everyone's not equipped. You know, everyone's not going to go with you to that next level. Everyone's not going to make it, okay? And that's okay. Everyone has their own path to follow. Everyone has their own purpose, their own destiny. And some of our purposes and destinies are aligned. It's true. But some of them, many of them, are not. And that is okay. Okay? So it's important to know that, yes, use some discernment. Keep some things under wraps. But with regard to what you are looking to manifest, be real with yourself. Trust your intuition and move forward. Take those steps. Put pen to paper. I have my pen out. I have started writing down my dreams. I've started when I pray, whatever message is given to me upon that prayer, I write it down. It's important to start doing the work. You're doing work, but it's time to do the work. And by the work, I mean the work to manifest your deepest, innermost desires. It's time to do the work, the inner child work. If you have any shadow work that needs to be done, it's time to do that work. As far as opening up your throat chakra, you can speak affirmations in order to do that. You can journal and then read aloud. You'd be surprised how just the act of saying something, whether it's reading aloud, thinking out loud. In the past, when I felt a blockage with my voice, like I wasn't advocating for myself, I would almost vent to, you know, the higher power, to my spirit guides, to my ancestors, my spirit team, source. I would vent using the voice recorder on my phone, and no one else would hear it. It was just for me and for God. It was for me and for my spirit team. It was for me and for source, for the spirit that lives within me. And that helped. It was therapeutic, it was cathartic. And it's important, whatever you need to do in order to open up your throat chakra to advocate for yourself, do it. I hope that this message was received well. My intent was, as always, to inform, to share a message, to educate if possible, and I pray that it was received well. Hello, so I'm back. I just wanted to hop back on here. I'm actually filming a pick a card reading, so hopefully you have checked that out. It should post before this video, but that's why I look a little different. But I just wanted to hop on here because as I was just reviewing the footage so far and thinking about what all of the planetary aspects mean, so I meditate on what type of video I'm getting ready to do at any given moment, and then I just let spirit just flow through me, and I just release and speak whatever comes to me in that moment. It's not I do research as far as the planetary aspects go, but just to be informed and to make sure that I am sharing factual information with you about those transits. However, as far as the message itself that I give, that is just spirit speaking through me. So after looking back at my notes, I mentioned innovation and technology with regard to the Saturn energy. That is Uranus energy. So then I went down this rabbit hole because I believe that there are no coincidences and that there are no accidents with regard to messages that we receive. So I started digging into, okay, why was I being led to say, innovation and technology when I was speaking about Saturn versus Uranus? Okay, so after going down that rabbit hole with Uranus, I just did a bit of research. Uranus is in Aries right now. So it's fiery energy, it's active energy. Now, one thing to note, as I said in my Planet 101 video that I'll link above, I believe this was I think it was part 2. So I will make sure that that's the case, and I'll link the appropriate video above. As we get closer to the planets that are further away from the sun, their orbits take longer to get around the sun. So what that means is it's a lot more transformative with regard to generational changes versus just that quick energy like Mercury and Venus has, because their orbits are so short. But what that means as far as the era that we're in, so this innovation and technology is just with us. I mean, we don't have any other Uranus transits until August, the end of August, when Uranus goes into retrograde. So with regard to the innovation and the technology, since Uranus is in the sign of Aries right now, there's action taking place in that area. So I don't see an aspect between Uranus and Saturn per se. However, that is what Spirit led me to say, was just innovation, technology with regard to your purpose. So if you're someone who is considering having some sort of technology-based business, or if that's the field that you're already in, or you're just, tech savvy, then that could be the reason why Spirit gave me that to say. I know that the creativity card came up in the reading that I did. So just saying all that to say that there is a lot of energy with regard to innovation and technology with regard to your purpose. So if that is you, then you're the one who I'm talking to. If not, then you can just, lay that part of the message aside. So I just wanted to share that. But thanks so much for sticking around. I'll be in touch. Peace. Ashe.